Hi, I'm Dr. Boyce Watkins from YourBlackWorld.com. A lot of you know that one of the things that we like to do with Your Black World is we like to keep up with what's going on with black men in America. And if you really want to understand the experience of black men in America, you have to go through the villages of sports and hip-hop. And so on one of the sites that we own, reason4rhymes.com, that's reason, the number 4rhymes.com, there was the bloggers were talking about this beef between the rapper The Game on the West Coast, who's really, really talented, and another guy by the name of 40 Glocc, who was also talented, not as well known. And there was basically an altercation where The Game wanted to beat up 40 Glocc, and he called him, and they recorded it, put it on YouTube. It became this internet sensation, and it's kind of escalating. And really to kind of get insights on this and understand this and talk about this and just the broader implications of this and what this really says about what's going on in hip-hop, what's going on in black male America, I brought in Roger Suggs, a.k.a. Vigalantee. He's our resident hip-hopologist at Reason for Rhymes. And the reason he's the hip-hopologist is because he knows the old school and the new school. He's a talented artist. He's a seasoned artist. And so he can tell you about everything in hip-hop, going all the way back to Boogie Down Productions, or all the way up to T.I. and Lil Wayne. So first I want to say, how you doing today, Vigalantee?
I'm feeling, brother. How you doing?
Doing good, doing good. So I'm going to ask you to talk loud so that people can hear you, because as you know, we're having some trouble with the audio, and I'll talk loud as well. What was your take on this situation when you saw what was going on with this fight and you saw that this video was posted and that this situation is really escalating? I mean, what was your take on it?
I was very disappointed about it. I was like, come on, man, because I just saw Game tell Drake and Chris Brown, it ain't worth it, man. But, to me, Game got so much stuff going on. He's such a talented artist. He shouldn't be in no stuff like this either. He got things he got to do. Legacy. The guy's platinum every time he came out for the most part. And 40 Glocc, he's doing his thing and what have you. And yeah, we knew he had beef, but I was just very disappointed because of the image that it shows us. And like Game is a millionaire. He don't need to do that. He just don't need to be caught up in no stuff like that, because stuff like this never ends, and it never ends right. So I was like, come on, man, let's stop this. And then when it goes out viral, everybody see it, and they broad paint us with that same stroke. And to me, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, it's unfortunate to me too, because what it does is it really creates an atmosphere, almost like a schoolyard fight, where all the kids are standing around watching you fight, and they're basically saying, oh man, he hit you, what you gonna do about that? So at that point, your whole reputation as an artist, it is built upon how you respond. And typically the only way to respond, especially to that kind of humiliation, is to trump your opposition. If they came with their fists, you come back with a gun, and it just doesn't end well. And it really does disturb me too. Not just out of my concern for The Game. I mean, The Game has always bothered me because, he does have that sort of, lean toward violence, lean toward confrontation that you really saw in Tupac before he died. And I think really this comes from this West Coast, war zone mentality, where you are in a situation where you've grown up where it's kill or be killed. And I've seen situations where Game was invited to de-escalate a confrontation, but he chose to escalate it instead. Like with, do you remember with Yuck Mouth? When he got Yuck Mouth? So him and Yuck Mouth about to do this verse together. So Yuck Mouth does his verse first and says, basically he squashes the beef and he's making a truce. Game comes back and basically says, fuck the truce, fuck you, and it's like, what's wrong with you, man? Like when black men want to make peace, you're supposed to make peace. And really you can't help but to attach this to the fact that Game is kind of a young artist, and he does not understand, maybe he doesn't understand, how bad this can get. You look at Young Mouth and even 40 Glocc, these are older guys, I think, who have learned to walk away from this kind of stuff, whereas it's kind of unfortunate the Game's walking towards it. I mean, what is your take on all that?
Well, He got the name Game, so it was a clever move from a hip hop perspective to get your opposition to apologize and then go ham on him. Game is a talented artist, but with 50 Cent, he came in and really put a dent in 50 Cent, really male bravado when he did the 300 bars. But I think that Game's got to understand that, yes, he has some run in with the law. He had to have beef confrontation. It was looking like he was slowing down on that and getting back to music, but somehow Game pops up. He might pop up with talking about Jay-Z last year, about the Otis disc. So Game pops up in these little things, and to me, when he does things with, like Jay-Z, nothing's gonna come from that. But when you mess with artists like 40 Glocc, it's a little different. It's a little different. And like you said about it being Trump, rap almost demand that you trump something. Because a lot of rap is based off male bravado, how bad you are. Especially when you're doing kind of the gangster thug type of rap, you got a rep for that. You know what I'm saying? If you're a Drake, you don't have a rep for that. So if you get beat down like that, it still may not hurt your career. But if 40 Glocc talking about he's OG and all that, and they see this tape, like you said, he got to do something. And a diss, when you get beat down like that, a diss rap ain't good enough. Unless, that's why I said in the blog, somebody needs to intervene, because if not, you got your homeboys, you got, Game's homeboys, that every time they see each other, it's going to be on site. So now you don't make the situation sticky now. And like I say, Game got to learn to get out of that type stuff. But he do have a history of that. Very talented rapper. You can't deny his rap ability, but like I say, he got some of that Tupac in him, where, we got to learn from, what happened to Tupac and the Biggie thing. And people take it for granted. Oh, this is nothing. Until something happens, then they go, wow, what led to it? Somebody needs to get in both of their ears and do something, man, because it's no way, me as a man, if you beat me down like that or something like that and on tape, I'm going to feel some type of way about it. You know what I'm saying? Even if I'm not a gangster or a thug, you got to defend yourself as a man. And then you talk about a guy that's got a rep, 40 Glocc, for being a gangster and all these type of things. Do you think that unless somebody get to him with some real power, that he ain't going to try to get Game back? And Game probably be prepared, but everybody get caught slipping. Everybody. I don't care. If you're just taking your kids out, you don't want that for his kids. Game loves his sons. And the thing is, you don't want that type of heat when you somewhere with your kids or your family. So that's why I didn't understand the move. The move could have been like, yo, we got you. We just caught you slipping. So I'm telling you now, I'm done with this crap. But the beat, that, all that stuff, I think this could have been handled a different way. But then again, I don't know the LA life. I know it's different. I know there's different rules. But when you become a millionaire, you have a responsibility to protect, your side. And I don't think he's protecting his side when you're getting into it with 40 Glocc when you don't have to, because you're the bigger artist in the music industry. You got access to Dre. You got access to anybody you want to. You might have an album coming out. You got historical things with your music. So it's like you didn't even need that. And that's the only thing. I understand you want to prove his manhood, but sometimes proving your manhood can get you in the grave. And that's the thing. And I'm hoping somebody get with 40 Glocc since he's older. And, hey, man, they got to let this go, man. This is just not good to me for hip-hop and the gang banging on music. With music mixed in. When you mix this type of stuff in, you get a bunch of copycats. You get a bunch of people that in the clique that may not be as close that can do something. It gets crazy after this. And I just hope somehow Game and 40 Glocc can just move on. And it's going to be hard, though. I told you. I'm a dreamer. Boys. I hope they can move on, but I highly doubt it.
Well, we gotta have a dream, as black men. And Martin Luther King, another great black man, and Malcolm X, they had dreams that did not involve black men going around bragging about trying to kill each other, trying to fuck each other up. And I'm gonna tell you why this is bullshit. This is bullshit because both of these men are 32 years old, acting like some damn teenagers. You know, you got all these young men that are looking up to you, and rather than understanding the responsibility of that platform, you are getting into ridiculous, silly stuff that's going to lead to people getting killed, that leads to little children getting shot while they trying to have birthday parties and whatnot. You know, the fact is that both of these men are fathers. Both of these men are in their 30s. They have no business even getting into this stupid stuff where I'll beat you down and I put it on YouTube so I can sell more records, acting like a damn coon. That's some old coon stuff, man. I mean, that's all it is. It's just coonery and buffoonery, straight up. You know, because, you know, the fact is that, you know, hip hop has got to a point where gangster rap and this commercialized crap, and this is where me and Michael Eric Dyson, a guy I respect, like, this is where we disagree. You know, I can't accept what commercialized hip hop has allowed itself to become. I can't accept the fact that we can't hold everybody accountable, from the labels to the artists on down, to some sort of responsibility, because this behavior is being emulated by millions of black men across the country, and all it's doing is creating a pipeline for young black men to go from the cradle to the penitentiary, or the cradle to the morgue. It's one of those two things. These brothers grow up, they're watching 32-year-old men act like they 16 years old, punching each other out, killing each other. Ain't nobody talking about education. Ain't nobody talking about saving your money and getting your money right. Ain't nobody talking about living a healthy life. Every single song is, you can just look at it like it's out of a damn textbook. It's about, you know, getting bitches, getting money, carrying your gun, and being ignorant. So when are we going to get away from this stupid model anyway? You know, hip hop is not, and this is the thing, people are like, oh, well, it's just, you know, artistic expression, and all this is just like watching a movie, like watching a Scarface movie. Nobody takes a movie seriously, so why should you take an artist seriously? No, the reason that music is different from a movie is because you have this whole authenticity issue, like the one we're dealing with right here. 40 Glocc cannot just say, well, you know what, I'm not really a gangster. I just pretend to be a gangster when I'm making records. He can't do that and still sell records. He's got to really be a gangster. So you take this music, it spills over into this reality TV where you got one artist beating down another one and putting it on World Star Hip Hop. Now he's got to retaliate. You talking about West Coast, the gangbanger war zone that it's become. This is going to end up with somebody getting killed. And so we got to squash all of this. We got to just reject the stupidity from the jump. I don't care, you know, what anybody has to say about this. And again, I'm a professor, and Game does his thing, but we're both black men. We both have our struggles. We both live in America, a racist society that is designed to kill us, and we have to speak up when we see each other acting ignorant. So I'm just going to say straight up, from what I've seen on this video, the Game really needs to grow up on this, and you can't. You are a father, man. You got your children who need you to be alive. They need you to provide. They need you to be a man. And quit acting like a damn punk by trying to beat up other grown-ass men and putting that shit on YouTube. That's just ignorant. So that's just my 2 cents. I'm going to let you get the last word, and then we'll be up out of here.
Yep, I agree, man. And I think it's our responsibility as artists and fans. People are scared to talk about, because of the gang culture that's in music. If you talk about a certain artist, when you're out doing your shows, you got to deal with them guys running up to you just like that, saying, hey, heard you talking about me. So a lot of people are scared of that. You know what I'm saying? That's why I came up with the No Jangle movement. You know, I'm not Bojangling or stepping and fetching for nobody, and I'm going to say what I got to say. And I think right there, that's why I said that. Gang knows better. You know, 40 Glocc knows better, man, as black men as target. But until the audience and people that supposed to support righteousness start promoting and supporting people that do alternative music, then gangster rap and conscious rap, you're going to get the same type of environment, because they're feeding not the ones that got intelligence, they're feeding their core audience that want to see that ignorant stuff. You think about all the ignorance that's on World Star and so and so. The reason it's so popular because people feed into that. They want to see that. Nobody want to see you talking about you helping somebody out. Look at the Trayvon Martin thing. Look how many people really came out to help that. Not many. How the hell can Zimmerman get bail, but yet the Martin family is still struggling to get money? You know, there's so many things you can see that's jacked up about how our artists are how the perception is, even with the regular stars, boys. The regular stars, they love that stuff. They want to take pictures with that type of violent thing. The little chick, R&B chicks, movie stars. You know, anytime you got the nigga in Paris, and you got Glenn Paltrow, you got Nas saying that, you know, I slapped somebody and Gwyneth Paltrow is a real nigga, you got a problem. You have a problem. It's bullcrap.
Right.
Hey, nobody says about that. You ever talked about this? He ever said that 10, 15 years ago, Nas' career will be over. You know what I'm saying? I got love for Nas. What the hell you doing? You know, as much as I see the ignorant with game, I see other artists like, what are you doing? You know, you represent consciousness and you talking about a white girl is a real nigga? Come on.
Right.
So all this mindset with artists from the gangster to even our conscious rappers, we've compromised. We've already zippity doo dah, zippity day. We've compromised that. And it's like, until somebody stands up and say, you know, we gotta turn it back, it's not gonna stop. It's not gonna stop. It's like when Biggie and Pac died, bam, it was free fall to do whatever you want to do. You know what I'm saying? And everybody say that they love Pac. If they love Pac, where's the conscious side of y'all music? Because Pac didn't just do thug music. Where's the conscious side of you? Because Pac was definitely conscious. So on top of that blueprint, where's that side at? Everybody want to do the thug side of Pac. The thug side of Pac, unfortunately, he's gone because of that. Because of all that, the beat down inside of the, you know, inside of in Vegas, all that stuff played into that. And we still ain't learned. As black men as a whole, we're falling. We're going to jail. We're not educated. You know what I'm saying? We get into this life and we ain't growing up, but we expect the man to give us something. We ain't even, the man do nothing no more. The man don't have to do nothing. We're doing it, man. We're doing it. And it's sickening. So I'm saying we don't stop if the media outlet, hip-hop outlet, don't start supporting other stuff. All our young kids gonna do is want to be like the rappers they see that's so thug, and all the girls gonna want to date the bad guy. You can get that back when you had Dean or wherever the guy was, the leather jacket on. You know, this is all the same to me. But black people should know what we've been through.
Yeah, you're right. You know, you make very good points, and I think that what really has to happen is artists and men have to really help reshape and redefine what it means to be a black man. And there's nothing, you know, there's nothing masculine about anything that either one of us saw in the video. And it's time for us to raise the bar. So thank you very much for your time, Vigilante. I appreciate it. And,
all right, brother.
And thank you all for checking us out at yourblackworld.com. And also, this is Vigalantee the Hip-hopologist. You can catch him on reasonforrhymes.com. That's reason4rhymes.com. So until we meet again, please stay strong, be blessed, and be educated. We are gone. Peace.